Okay, NBA All-Star Challenge. Here we go. So this game was made in 1992 and is a little bit different to the others that we've looked at. I had personally never heard of this one growing up, and it's very exciting to discover this one now. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the front cover. So we have the official NBA logo and NBA All-Star Challenge with a nice starred little theme going on in the A's there. We have a great big basketball in the background. We have three logos down the bottom: Genesis, Flying Edge, and the Sega Seal of Equality. Now, obviously the main thing about this front cover is the pros that you get to play, or it actually says play with the pros. We have Clyde the Glide Drexler, and this great sort of spray painted background around each player. Just very, looking at it now, very dated, garish kind of design. But if this was on the shelf, I think I speak for everyone, if this was on the shelf in the early 90s or mid 90s, you would do just about anything to get this game and take it home. So yeah, it jumps right out. It's got that high quality printing. There's no border or anything. There's no kind of Genesis looking color scheme or Mega Drive color scheme, Sega color scheme with the grid or anything like that, or that blue theme. So it almost looks like one of the old magazines that you'd buy with the high quality printing. So we have Clyde the Glide over there on the left. On the right, spanning almost the entire side of the picture, is Hakeem the Dream. We have Chris Mullin with the Warriors number 17 there, showing off those muscly legs there and the hairy chest. It looks like he's about to pass it. We have Patrick Ewing boxing out, probably in the post. He's about to do some damage to someone. Karl Malone, the mailman, down there in the bottom right near the Sega Seal of Quality. He's just possibly grabbed a rebound and is muscling his way to get some space, probably swinging those arms around. Looks pretty buffed in that picture. Actually, pretty much all of them look pretty buffed. It's good. It's a good bit of photo reproduction there. I think it probably helps that they've kind of doctored the edges of each player so there isn't any photo artifacts or anything. Good bit of editing, possibly done the old-fashioned way with physically cutting them out onto. It has that sort of scrapbook kind of look to it, like, you know, in school you might have done a project on basketball and cut out pictures yourself and use textures and things. And we can't forget Dominic Wilkins there. Looks to be shooting a free throw. Great front cover. Flying Edge, they had some decent games, and I think there's a couple more basketball games that they did that we'll be able to have a look at. Okay, let's go to the back cover. So we have we have the logo again, and then it's not a long description there. But we'll just read through it. Jam at home with 27 of the hottest NBA All-Stars in the ultimate test of b-ball skill. 1-on-1. Downtown or in the paint. Driving offense and intense D. Take it to the hoop with the likes of Patrick Ewing, Clyde Drexler, Chris Mullin, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dominic Wilkins, and Karl Malone. Player stats, realistic courtside, sound effects, and 5 blistering ways to play. 1-on-1, free throw contest, 3-point shootout, horse, and the NBA All-Star Tournament. Don't be denied. Take the NBA All-Star Challenge. Okay, and then we have a couple of pictures here. We have a score from downtown. We have a... so it's interesting. Free throws, so that's the screen for possibly the free throw competition. But the description says 5 backboard shattering ways to play. So it just seems a bit odd because it's probably the only play mode and the 3-point shootout that you wouldn't be able to shatter the backboard. So yeah, a bit strange, but anyway, it's the 90s. And a little picture here that's quite interesting. They put that in there for some reason. Not quite sure. Oh, we've got two here, I guess. Yeah, it just looks a bit out of place because of the yellow. Sorry if I keep talking about the visuals. I'm a sort of a graphic designer and artist, so I find this really important to look at, and it's very nostalgic. So yeah, so we have the Go for the Steal, and this was always annoying personally when they'd stick this NBA logo. It's a physical sticker that peels off. They'd stick it on an area that you actually want to look at. Often they would put it on the spine of the game, and it's kind of out of the way. But when they stick it in an area that's meant to be informative, I used to find that really frustrating, and I try and peel it off, and it never quite worked. And I wanted to keep the nice, shiny, sort of holographic logo, because they were pretty cool as well. Yeah, we have Patrick Ewing. Yeah, so the same players, same players on the cover, except Isaiah Thomas is over here. And that's about it. So yeah, let's have a bit of a look at the game. Okay, NBA All-Star Challenge. So I'm just going to go through the features here and have a bit of a look. The splash screen is very, very NBA. I don't think they could fit any more NBA logos in there if they tried. Very NBA color scheme as well. The grey, I'm not so sure about the grey. It looks a bit dull, I guess. So just so you know, it's officially NBA endorsed. It's just covered in logos. So yeah, 1992 by Acclaim and Flying Edge Entertainment, Beam Software. So some really, for those who are into old games, it's some excellent production companies there. So let's have a look. One player. Okay, so this isn't a 5-on-5. Clearly, it's it's kind of like a street ball sort of game. So you got 1-on-1, a free throw competition, 3-point shootout, horse, and 1-on-1 tournament. So I imagine tournament would be possibly you play every team's best player. So I guess the best thing to do would be just to go through and have a look at all the different teams and which players they have and just general layout. Who we got in the background there? Derek Coleman, by the looks of it. It's funny. I'll just go back. The starting screen text. Yeah. So the front screen. That's the front screen, and then this is the second screen. They're very different, almost like completely different games, which is a bit strange to see. Anyway, we'll go to 1-on-1. Okay. So. Is that Orlando for Scott Skiles, I think? So we've got a time, play to time or points. Okay, that's cool. I had a quick go of this. Yeah, it won't take long to reach 5 points. So I'll just do time. Skill level, well, I'll just start on 1. Winner outs. Okay, so that must be like scorer keeps kind of thing. I think I'll leave it as it is at default settings. Okay, select player. So we've got Mutombo in the background there, dunking ferociously instead of getting dunked on like in the last game. Alright, okay, so it's set up in divisions, which is interesting. Usually it's in conferences or alphabetical order or something. Okay, I'll start at the top. I'm not sure. Okay, so back to the grey colour scheme. We have one player per team, by the looks of it. So you have your stats. That's really interesting. Gee, 40% from 3 points. I didn't know that about Larry Bird. Yeah, good colour logo. Reasonable quality picture as well. He was never big on getting his photo taken, but good quality colour reproduction there. I'll click on a few more. Miami Heat. Old Ronnie Cycley. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to quickly go through and have a bit of a look. So we've got Derek Coleman, Patrick Ewing, Percy Hawkins, yes. Washington Bullets, Bernard King. Oh yeah, he was getting on a bit there. Atlanta Hawks. Oh yes, Human Highlight Reel. J.R. Reid. So it's interesting to look back and you sort of, it's 2019 now, you can look back and see how their careers panned out and somewhat up and coming. Oh, Michael Jordan. So this is before the licensing issues that kind of eliminated him from most games because he had his own Jordan brand and contract and all that. So that's pretty exciting to have Michael Jordan. Brad Doherty, yeah, just to see how their careers panned out and which ones really went somewhere with their careers and some obviously injuries or just didn't quite fit in the NBA or were traded to a team that didn't utilise them. And then you see your Hall of Famers in there as well. Milwaukee Bucks, Alvin Robertson. There's the old Bucks logo. It's fantastic. They need to make a comeback on that one. So we're in the Midwest. Derek Harper. This has to be Mutombo. Yep. Mutombo. I love that old logo. Some of the photographs aren't as good as others, so that's very very simplified. You see a very limited colour palette with that one. So yeah, obviously they had had a bit of trouble getting accurate photos for everyone. Tony Campbell for the Timberwolves. Scott Skiles, there he is, the man. He's on the second screen there. David Robertson, yep. Karl Malone. This is around the time of the original Dream Team. For those who are familiar with that. Chris Mullen. The Clippers. Oh yeah, Danny Manning. Yeah, okay. Just going to go through the whole lot because I find it interesting. James Worthy. Okay. Have to have a look at their lineup for that period of time. Charles Barkley. Sir Charles, yes. Portland Trailblazers. We have Clyde the Glide Drexler. Sacramento Kings. We've got Mitch Richmond. And the last team is the old Sonics, Mr. Sean Kemp. There we go. I think I'll select Sean Kemp because I'm biased. Select your opponent. Oh, I think we all know. We have to go to Michael Jordan, of course. Okay, Sean Kemp versus Michael Jordan. This should be fun. Okay. Oh, straight into it. Okay. Traveling. What am I doing?
Traveling.
Okay, so what's going on? Oh, okay, you have to tap the button twice instead of releasing like every other game in history. Of every other game I've ever played. And then you can catch your... oh, he just took the ball straight out of my lap, and because it's street rules in this one-on-one, you can... you can catch the air ball and score, so really punitive kind of rule setting. Okay, so it's 12-2. Clearly I'm not very good at this. Air ball, and Jordan plays it in. 14-2. Wow, it's fast. Okay, what do the other buttons do? Nothing, and... Oh, okay. Not sure what that was. Let me look again. Oh, this is fantastic. It's so fast. Like, it doesn't look fast, but... I'm not sure what I'm meant to be doing there. I'm trying to just do it the same as the other one. It's like a layup action. Am I meant to... No?
Traveling.
I'm not sure what I'm meant to do with that particular function. Am I dunking it? I can't work it out. 18-2, yes. Skill level. I'm on the minimum skill level. Man, this game would have been so frustrating. Probably one of those games you'd throw your remote or your controller at the TV. I was talking to a friend the other day. Luckily, controllers and TVs back then were very strong items because these old games were brutally difficult. Some of them. And you throw your controller at an old TV, an old CRT, and nothing really happens. It probably breaks the controller, possibly. Nowadays, throw a controller at a television and it will shatter. It will not survive a controller impact. And really, that should be a criteria for every TV. Man, this is hard. See, I'm just airballing every shot. I need to obviously pay attention to my button. I'm pressing it at the peak of his shot. That's a peak. Okay, when he... Okay. I'm just going to do that every possession. I'm yet to block a shot as well. Like, Sean Kemp versus Jordan should be able to block 1 or 2 shots. Oh, got it. Come on. Okay, 12. We're catching up. 12. That's not going to get it done, Sean. Love the unmarked singlets. It could be a licensing issue or color palette graphic decision to make. 14 to 37 rematch. No. Okay, let's go to the free throw competition. Number of throws. We've got Karl Malone in the background there. Yeah, skill level 1 after that routing. Alright, well, let's go a good player. Larry Bird. Oh, they're all good players. Oh, okay, so it's just me. Okay, so we have a hovering target. Wow, this is interesting. Because that's what it looks like. Drunk free throws. Okay, so you just got to wait till the target goes over the hoop. Okay, backboard. No. Definitely has to be on the hoop. Oh. No music. You can hear a little ball bounce. That's all. No, hit the front of the rim. It takes a long time to actually go where you want it to. Come on. Oh, this is exciting. Can you control it? No, you can't control the target. All you can do is tap the button and that's it. There we go. That's in for sure. Nope. Wow. 1 out of 5. I can't. There's not much appeal to that one. This is Larry Bird. We don't need to warm up. Let's just get straight into it. I'll go Larry Bird again. Who else would I choose? Oh, okay, we've got an opponent. Let's go someone who's... I can't remember Derek Coleman. I don't think he was a good 3-point shooter. Let's Derek Coleman versus Larry Bird. I've got this. Okay, so it's side on. Okay. So you don't get to travel. So it's all about the timing. I'm not... So 5 air balls. Alright. Just hear my button clicks. Okay. Getting into the rhythm now. Hey, this is pretty good. Like, I'm bad at it, but it's actually pretty good. There is a very small difference between airballing it and... Okay, so there's time limit. There's a very small gap between airballing it and making the shot. Look at him go. Derek Coleman. He's on fire. Wow. I had no idea. The money ball, or the I can't remember what they used to call it, but I'll just call it the money ball. It looks bigger than the others when it's in the air. The sprite itself, it might be the colour difference just appearing bigger. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. This would be good against friends, sitting there with 2 controllers. 24 to 9. Alright, I'm going to rematch that. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay. No. Come on. 18. Okay, so it's just that you could probably hear the controller. It's such a small difference in time between actually airballing it and it swishing. It seems like it's either an airball or a swish. I haven't seen one bounce around on the rim or anything. And you're not really even watching, you're just pressing you're just thinking of the timing of the button presses. He can pick the ball up instantaneously, like as soon as he lands, the ball's in his hand ready to shoot. So there's no time delay. All you need to think about is that little time difference. So that could be quite good. That could be fun against friends. It's very frustrating. Oh, there we go. Larry Bird, the legend. 18 to 17, I'll win. Okay, next one. Horse. Okay, this should be fun. I've never played horse on a video game before. Who will we go? Alright, let's go Hersey. Opponent. Denver Nuggets. Go Mutombo. Alright, let's go. Horse. So, yeah, you must just pick your spot and take the shot. Let's go. Dikembe. So, the sprite's good. He looks bigger. Like he looks kind of like Mutombo. So, okay. So, it's Mutombo's turn. Alright. That's a long range shot for Mutombo there. Sinks it. Okay, so I've got to get on the spot and get the shot in. This is great. Like it wouldn't have a huge shelf life, but it would be fun to play against friends for fun. Like you could have a bit of a afternoon where you pick up a 3-point shootout, then you have your free throws, and then you have your horse, and whoever wins 2 out of 3 wins or something, or you go best of 3 or something like that. So none of us have actually got a letter yet, so I'm gonna miss on purpose because this could take a long time, and that could be a possible downside of this actual game, is that unless you go horribly bad, you won't miss. So Mutombo's hardly missed, so I'm gonna have to miss on purpose. Okay, I've got a H. Yay! All right, so that's what happens. We have letters like normal horse. I was just wondering where it would appear on the board, and you physically can't shoot anywhere else. It locks you into that spot. Oh, we go. I got to know. All right, so I think that's enough of that. All right, okay. Time. Great sampling there. I'll just start again, I think. Okay, there's one more thing. One-on-one. Oh no, that'll just be the tournament. So there you go. That's the NBA one-on-one All-Star Challenge, and yeah, it's for 1992. That's a pretty fun game. Excuse that sound. My dog just knocked the dog bowl. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed that. That reasonable game. It's showing its age. Obviously, 1992. It's showing its age now, but yeah, reasonable game. The controls are pretty good. The one-on-one game mode is probably the most difficult, but with a friend that might work pretty well because the AI just destroys you. But that's sometimes in these older games. It's sometimes a good thing. That also, like when we were younger, we just sat there and played this game. Like, you might have hired this from the store, or you've forked out a lot of your pocket money just to buy one game. There were no YouTube reviews. All we had were a few magazines and you know, what was written on the back of the box. So it was a lot easier to you know, end up with a bad game. But you just sit and play it because you've spent your money and you're not going to get a refund. And you've got 3 or 4 games to choose from, so you played the death out of every game. So I think this one would be a good fun game to play. And the hardest part, playing the one-on-one, might be actually the most rewarding to play. You know, not everything has to be easy in games. If you've got enough time and nothing else to do on a rainy day or something, you'd definitely sit there and sweat it out until you get good, as they say nowadays. So yeah, thanks. And I'm not sure what the next game will be. I did say I'll do Live 95 and all that, but I'm just going through an alphabetical list, and just doing every game that takes my fancy. So stay tuned for the next one.